Hello, my name is Charles Carr, and I want to walk through my artifact for personalized learning, my vision for personalized learning. In this presentation, I've compared a few resources, and so let's get right into it. So my own personal vision is described here, and as you can see, I've created a few tenets that would, in my opinion, sum up what I believe to be true about personalized learning. And they are utilizing students' talents and aspirations. It's important that we tap into who the students are and who they want to become to ensure that they are uh, practicing some of the skills that would set them up for college as well as for even the real world college and career. Personalized learning pathways deals with the flexibility. Students would have the autonomy to maneuver through the course at their own pace. Much like this course, I'm realizing how it's actually set up to model a personalized learning because we have the ability to go through the course at our own pace and our own rate. Um, Another aspect of personalized learning for me would be technology rich. It is important that because we have technology and technology is booming, it is important that we teach our students how to use technology, and it's important that we actually use technology to enrich the learning. Practical problems to solve. It is extremely important that we make certain that we are presenting to students practical problems, real world applications for what they're learning. And then the last aspect of my personal personalized learning vision is cooperative learning. Students need to understand the importance of working with one another, and they need to understand how to work with one another. And let's go to the next slide. There, among my resources for personalized learning, here's some of the similarities that I noticed. One is that it's student centered. The students are given the autonomy and the flexibility to engage with the curriculum at their own rate. It's important because students need to understand that if they're struggling on something, they don't have to necessarily keep up with someone else in the course or even with the teacher. They can go at their own rate, and that can boost confidence. Another similarity is technology integration. Teachers and students use technology interchangeably to advance and remediate students' learning. So, technology is a powerful tool that allows us to truly differentiate um, our personalized learning experience. The third one is authentic problems. It is important, as I just mentioned earlier, that students engage in real world applications because these types of problems would ensure that students are engaged and they realize the real world application for what they're learning. Cooperative learning. Students can interact with one another to glean an understanding of curriculum not yet mastered. There's a typo there, and I'll correct that. It's important that students understand that their friends can actually help them in their quest to obtain more knowledge. Another similarity is that it's tailored to students' interest. It's such a powerful tool when used correctly, and when we tailor instruction to the specific interests and talents of our students. The students are engaged, they want to learn, they're excited to learn. And that's what personalized learning can do for our students. And lastly, diversity. I think that the students, that when they have the ability to demonstrate mastery as they see fit, it allows them to engage deeply within the content, deeper within the content, and then it also increases that engagement as well. Here are some contrasting characteristics of personalized learning. Certain resources stated that schools should move from standards to teaching learning targets. So essentially, students should uh, create learning targets or have expectations as to what they should obtain from the course, and then set out to make those goals a reality. Personalized learning should involve 21st century skills. I think that this is a major uh, contrast, and I think that it's one that needs to be addressed because it's important that we realize that we are teaching in the 21st century. And with that being said, it is important for us to make ready our students for careers in college that deal with 21st century skills. Personalized learning should also involve rigor and challenging tasks. When students become a bit older, I'm a sixth grade teacher, and so when students advance from sixth grade to seventh grade to eighth grade, the problems, the real world applications should or will involve a bit more math, a bit more rigorous math and challenging tasks. And so we should present our students with these tasks often so that they are accustomed to that. And once they go out into the real world, they're already engaging or excited to engage in problem solving because they already have the tools for that. Um, Within personalized learning, students learn multidisciplinary skills by engaging in fewer, more integrated learning experiences. So here, it is important for us to kind of get on one accord with, well, what do students what should they be learning? Should they be learning, the standards from the state, or should they learn these multidisciplinary skills? And then in that, they're going to engage in fewer integrated learning experiences. Fulton County states that specifically mentions teachers as a benefactor of personalized learning because it makes teachers more effective and efficient. Fulton County was one of the few resources who actually dealt with, on a small scale, the teacher roles of personalized learning, and we'll get into that a bit more here in a second. And then lastly, another contrasting characteristic is that schools in some systems are including schools' autonomy, even district autonomy, whereas the schools have the autonomy to run their building and provide the instruction that is specific to their student body. And I think that that's also something that should be addressed as well. Here's some of the weaknesses and strengths that I noticed among the resources that I observed. There was an inconsistency with the definition. The effect of the inconsistency with the definition would cause a school or even a school system to not be on one accord with the execution of personalized learning. And so, what I mean by that, an example would be if, as a teacher, my vision for personalized learning is one thing, but then my immediate evaluators vision for personalized learning is another. Well, they would come in and observe, but they would only be observing my personalized learning environment based off of their interest. So it's important that we find some cohesiveness and consistency with the definition. There was also a lack of teacher and student responsibilities. At any given time, we should be able to walk into a personalized learning style classroom and be able to identify the responsibilities of the student and the responsibility of the teachers to be able to, in order to provide immediate and personalized feedback. There was a lack of importance of planning time for teachers. With anything that comes about with education, it is imperative that we always uh, engage in the importance or make mention the importance of planning time for teachers. Oftentimes, things change within the profession, and there doesn't seem to be a real